Yo, what is going on, guys? It is your boy Brandon from Audio Addiction. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. If you do like these deep dives, let us know. We do a lot of them very frequently, so come hang out with us on Twitch. We normally stream Mondays and Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and we cover a variety of different K-pop groups. So come hang out. We'd love to see you in chat. But this is part 4 of BLACKPINK. If you have missed any of the former parts, they are on a playlist for BLACKPINK, so go watch them. They're all in order, so you can go check those out. If you also want to check out the full streams without any cuts, you can go check our Patreon. Links are down in the description. And then also there's a link for our Discord, so come hang out. It'll give you a little bit of a baseline knowledge of what we'll be covering in the next couple months. We always keep updated with it. We hang out in Discord as well, so feel free to come say hi to us. We'd love to see you. But yeah, this is going to get broken up into a few different parts. If you did like this series, thanks so much for watching. It's been an absolute blast, and we're really appreciative of you guys. So thanks for hanging. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you'll enjoy this video. And yeah, the next video for the parts will be actually at the end card for each video. So go check those out. Again, if you want to watch the full thing without any cuts, check the Patreon link down below. But enjoy, and hope to catch you in another deep dive series. Bye. The next one is Rosé, and this is On the Ground.
All right. We're on to Rosé. So On the Ground is her solo debut. She
Very nice.
debuted with a single album with On the Ground and Gone. So we're going to check them out back to back, starting with the title track, On the Ground.
And did she solo debut after Jennie? Are we going in like order?
Yes.
Okay.
We're not
kind of
particularly going in order, but she did debut solo after Jennie.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Let's go. On the Ground. Oh boy.
My fun tidbit for this is it is co-written by John Bellion.
Oh, love John Bellion.
My life's been magic, seems fantastic. I used to have a hole in the wall with a mattress. Funny when you want it, suddenly you have it. You find out that your goal's just plastic. Every day, every night, I've been thinking back on you and I. Every day,
I love that tremolo guitar. It's nice.
I'll work my whole life just to get right, just to be like. Look at me, I'm never coming down. I'll work my whole life just to get high, just to realize everything I need is on the, everything I need is on the ground.
Ooh.
On the ground. Everything I need is on the ground. But they don't need me though. You walk over, must come down. But they don't need me though. You're running out of time. My world's been hectic, seems electric, but I've been waking up with your voice in my head, and I'm trying to send a message and let you know that every single minute I'm without you, I regret it. Every day, every night, I've been thinking back on you and I. Every day, every night, I'll work my whole life just to get right, just to be like. Look at me, I'm never coming down. I'll work my whole life just to get high, just to realize everything I need is on the, everything I need is on the ground. On the ground. Everything I need is on the ground. But they don't need me though. You walk over, must come down. But they don't need me though. You're running out of time. I'm way up in the clouds, and they say I made it now, but I figured it out. Everything I need is on the ground. Just drove by your house, so far from you now, but I figured it out.
That call and response is nice.
Is on, everything I need is on the ground. On the ground. Everything I need is on the ground. But they don't need me though.
All right, cool. Oh, you know, watch that.
Sound effects.
Sound effects. Love to see it. All right,
Yeah.
cool. That was Rosé on the ground if you're hanging out tonight. Um, well, I feel like most people know I love any K-pop song with guitar in it. I feel like this is no exception. Um, but I did like the incorporation of synth in this song. I think it's really well utilized, and I think it changes up the motif of the song really nicely. And also how it's like integrated. It doesn't feel like really like on the nose. Like I like how it kind of builds in a little bit. Um, but Rosé's vocals, I mean, they're incredible, and I feel like again, she really kind of like shines a lot in a song like this. Like you can hear a lot of the like the call and response in the bridge, and like she's got a really beautiful belt that goes into like that final chorus, and um, I think it culminates a lot of the things that I really have liked her doing in Blackpink, which is great. But as well as that, it was really nice to kind of hear her do like I guess quote unquote like a little rapping. Like a lot of the cadence of some of her vocals feel like a little closer to like the rap styling, which is really nice. Because it's not something that I would typically expect her to do, but I appreciate the fact that she wants to try to do like a little bit of everything. You get a little bit of singing, you get a little rapping, you get some belting moments, which you would come to expect her to do. So I feel like she is a very well-rounded wheelhouse, and I think this song does a great job of not only showing off things that you already know she's capable of doing, but also showing a different side of her that you wouldn't expect. And I think that kind of just showed me how versatile she is as an artist. Um, as Alex mentioned before, John Bellion helped work on this song, I believe, or wrote it.
Yep, John Billion and Amy Allen were songwriters.
Ooh, okay,
As well as Rosé herself is the primary songwriter on this.
very nice.
By the
Very
by
nice.
the way, not to skip over that.
Uh,
But yeah, quite a few hands in the song. Rosé, Amy Allen, Teddy, John Bellion, Jorgen Odegaard, Raul Cabina, and looks like a few hands on the production side as well. John Bellion, OG Volta, who I'm not familiar with, Jorgen and Odegaard again, and 24, who we're familiar
oh,
with.
nice, nice. I think this again. I think it's very indicative of her talent. And so I really do appreciate that. And a couple of chatters saying it feels more like a Western sort of sound styling. And I would agree with that. It's definitely got more of like a pop rock, a little bit of electronics mixed in there as well. But I think again, that sort of styling, I feel like really is um, very complimentary to her voice, and I think she does a great job of really highlighting that. Like again, this song I believe was in all English as well too. So I think that's like I can imagine this like showing up on the radio. You know what I mean? Like I think this would sit well with amongst other
Man, I
artists
wish.
in there. So I think to me that's kind of the benefit of I think a song like this. But I think obviously Rose is a very talented artist, and yeah, I really love this one a lot. This was great.
I think where you see a lot of like Western sound and Western influence here is one. I think Rosé herself, as a
Sure.
music fan and writer, I think would definitely contribute some influences from like Western music. But
Mm.
John Bellion and
He's
Amy Allen, like
yeah.
between the two of them, seemingly have written for like basically every superstar Western idol or artist, like ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a huge amount of credits on super popular songs in the West between the two of them. So definitely, I'm sure if they were in like a writing room or collaborating somehow, there was a lot of Western influence and experience with that kind of music coming in. But I think the song is very interesting. I think it's fun. I think it's very lyrically interesting.
Mhm.
It's very like humbling kind of. I don't know if humbling is the right word. It's a song about like Rosé's I guess fame and needing to find the things that ground her, but she's like already has these are things that are like already in her possession. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I think lyrically it makes a lot of sense. It's pretty easy to follow. I think the song production or writing on its own is very interesting. I wouldn't have expected that kind of like brassy bass sample instrumentation, whatever, in the chorus from her. I think I would have speculated that when she came out with solo stuff, it was going to be like a rock ballad
Hmm.
or like a pop punk song,
That's fair.
kind
Yeah.
of, just because like it's just sort of where I expected where she was going. So this is a nice surprise. I think that you already mentioned she has some parts of the song that are like not really rap, but like a little rap-ish
Cadence
in
is
the way that
faster.
that
Yeah.
the cadences are, which I think is cool. Especially like in the chorus where she's like, "Nah, but they don't hear me though." I'm like, all right, it's just a little sass on it.
Yeah.
But that bridge I think is really where this song shines for me. Just leading up to that very, very like almost breathy belt, like
Mhm.
before hitting that last chorus. So it's such a good payoff for this song.
Agreed.
So
Yeah.
yeah, big fan.
Therese?
Um, I had a rough time on Monday with some of those songs, and I said that my theory was 24 was my least favorite producer, but that has since been disproven since they worked on Jenny solo, which I love. They worked on this song, um, also on Gone, maybe. Um, but I love this song. I think I love it more than most people. Uh yeah, also on Gone. But how do I explain this? Rosé is not typically my go-to bias of Blackpink. I appreciate her vocals. I think she definitely creates the Blackpink sound with her vocals. But I'm not always the biggest fan, and that's just my personal opinion. Um, this is my favorite solo title track from all of the Blackpink members.
Wow.
And
All right.
I don't know if that's due to the production or the way it's mixed or just the melody writing, but something about it like grabs me and pulls me into it, and I am like inside of the song. I'm no longer just listening to the song. And it's, for lack of better word, it's very grounding. It's like it it helps me get back on like a good level. It's like when you're I don't know if anyone goes through this where they're either way too into their head or they're like they can't break out of a rut or a loop. But a song like this song will be able to snap me back into reality.
Mm.
Because whenever I'm in those scenarios, I start listening to music, and then all of a sudden, it's like everything makes sense again. I can sort through the world as a normal human being.
Fair.
So I have a lot of appreciation for the song. I think it's beautiful. I think she sings beautifully. It makes sense for her sound. I think I know exactly where she wants to go as a solo musical artist based on this title track. So I think it's perfect. No
Yeah.
notes.
I guess on that a little bit, something I did want to mention is like I don't really know exactly. I know that she's been working on a lot of music recently. I know that she did. I don't remember if it was like an interview or commented somewhere, but she mentioned that she's been working on music like nonstop, essentially. So she is obviously planning on releasing way more stuff as a solo artist. She is under the Black label now,
Oh.
so
Okay.
probably working with a lot of similar producers at least primarily. But I really think that Rosé has such like a unique vibe and voice, and uh she's in a very unique position, right? She's in like the biggest girl group in the world. She is a native English speaker. She's very personable and friendly, and she makes friends with everybody. So I think like the line of people wanting to work with her is probably out the door.
Yeah.
So again, I think that similar with Jenny, I think that if there is a door that opens up for more of these collabs to happen and for more of these songwriting opportunities from like either Western collaborators or other Korean producers like Zico, for example, I think that it could really do amazing things for her solo career going forward, and could really help her. Like, obviously, I don't mean taking off as like a like obviously she's Rosé from Blackpink. She's already taken off, but
Yeah.
I mean take off to like a new level. You know what I mean? Like really
Mhm.
New chapter.
skyrocket
Yeah.
outside of Blackpink, out of the context of Blackpink or out of the context of K-pop. I think
Oh,
that she has a very she is set up very well, I think, to do a lot as a
mhm.
solo artist, whether it's in Korea or outside of Korea. So
Yeah.
I'm
I
hoping
saw.
that. Sorry,
Oh,
good.
you can finish if you had.
No, that was pretty much it.
Okay. I saw some comments that were talking about how this doesn't sound like a typical K-pop song. Rosé isn't considered like a typical K-pop artist by some of you in the comments, and I totally get where you're coming from. We still never, nobody ever defined what K-pop is. So in my head, Taylor Swift is a K-pop artist because she has light sticks and inclusions and multiple versions of albums. But I'd
Okay.
say breaking out of the bubble of K-pop, because for some reason it is bubbleized, it is genreized, it is its own thing for specifically award shows, is almost impossible to do if you've come from one of these kinds of groups. But I think Rosé could do it. If anyone could do it, I think Rosé could do it. And I would love to see that. I would love to see her nominated against someone like Taylor Swift. That would be
Oh.
incredible.
I mean,
Oh
she's
my
friends with
god.
Taylor Swift. Can you imagine like Taylor Swift's next tour? Rosé like opens for her or something, or does some of the tour dates with her. Like
Ooh.
all these things are so feasible. If
That
you look at
seems
the
like such a
people,
small gig for Rosé. Opening for
uh,
Taylor Swift.
mm, yeah,
De-
I don't want
debatable.
to pry. I don't want to pry into that one.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm also not taking the bait either.
but I'm sort of saying like you see all the people she's friends with and the people she
Mhm.
works with and like hangs out with and takes pictures of when she's in LA or New York or whatever. It's like you see that everybody wants to be her friend and everyone wants to work with her. She's like something needs to just like I don't know. There just needs to be like a shift, like a push, like a big
Yeah.
music release and like a US like a Western album or something, and then it feels like everything is in place where she would just instantly take off.
Mhm. But I don't know that
Hmm.
what's strange to me is like, okay, if that can happen, then would it be like a catalyst to bring everyone outside of the bubble? Would the bubble burst? Would K-pop now no longer be a genre, but like fully inclusive in pop? I'm just like I'm going beyond into the future and seeing like what that could do.
It would be an interesting reality to kind
I
of.
Or
think it
would it
would
just
I think
be
it
like the
would
case of
blur
Rosé?
I think it would blur lines,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but the lines have
Been
been
blurred.
getting blurred for the
Yeah.
last
Yeah.
5 years. So
Yeah.
I mean, it would just blur them more, which ultimately is probably a good thing
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
for
I'm about
the
it.
for the overall
I
industry.
don't want it to be like a one case scenario if that did happen.
Yeah.
But I think we all agree it could happen.
I think agree with Rhett. They said that that's why they say K-pop is more than an industry, uh, more than a genre. So I would agree.
All
It's
right.
not
Well,
defined.
we got to keep it moving. We're gonna get in trouble with the YouTube comments if we keep talking. So
Uh,
we're gonna move on to the B-side from this. It's just called "Gone," and this is a music video for it.
all right,
Ooh,
let's go.
this is the B-side, yeah.
Ooh.
I thought that you remember, but it seems that you forgot. It's hard for me to blame you when you were already lost. Oh yeah, I'm tired of always waiting. Oh yeah, yeah. I see you change your number, that's why you don't get my calls. I gave you all I mean, now you don't wanna be involved. Oh yeah, yeah. I really gotta face it. Oh yeah, yeah. I just wanna be the one, but to you are already done. Tell me why'd you have to hit and run me? Now I'm all alone crying ugly. You
Like her
broke
low
my heart
register.
just for fun. Took my love and just left me numb. Now it's 8 in the morning, 8 in the morning, all because of you. Another story that's sad and true. I can feel the pain, can you? You had to be the one to let me down, to cut me through. Hate to see you with someone new. I'll put a curse on her and you. Ain't no looking back now, you're dead and gone. My love is gone too. All my love is gone. 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 Now you're dead and gone. All my love is gone and the hate is gone. I'm standing all alone and I'm searching for something, but I can't feel nothing. I pack my bags and go. This don't feel like home. Too much darkness for a rainbow. I feel so used. How am I supposed to live without you? I refuse, yeah. I just wanna be the one, but to you are already done. Tell me why'd you have to hit and run me? Now I'm all alone crying ugly. You broke my heart just for fun. Took my love and just left me numb. Now it's 8 in the morning, 8 in the morning, all because of you. Another story that's sad and true. I can feel the pain, can you? You had to be the one to let me down, to cut me through. Hate to see you with someone new. I'll put a curse on her and you. Ain't no looking back now, you're dead and gone. My love is gone too. All my love is gone. 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 Now you're dead and gone.
All right, cool. That was Rosé, Gone. If you're hanging out with us tonight, I can't believe she wrote a song about how much we, hate her vocals. That's crazy. She's so mad at us. It's terrible. Sorry.
What?
Well, never
You
mind.
understood nothing.
I'm just kidding. No, I love this song. This is really great. I will say, at least this song feels so like empty in a good way. I think I love the fact that her vocals is obviously the main starting point in this song. Like, she is the focal point. The guitar is like important, obviously, to keeping the song moving. But I just like how it's kind of bare bones. It just really allows you to kind of focus on more of the nuances of her vocals. Where I feel like even in BLACKPINK songs, where we've had some, I guess, ballad-esque sort of songs, you don't really get to hear just more of the natural tones. So I really appreciate that. Um, the first part of the song was really good. I love her like mid to low range tone, which I don't feel like we get too often from Rose. But it was really nice in this song, and I think she has like a really nice like almost like like a little bit gritty. It's got kind of like a gravelly sort of like tone to it, but I think it works really nice and like obviously he's showing off a little bit of emotion. But I gotta give a big salutes to the chorus, that first melody where she kind of does that descending run and then like picks it back up really quick. Like I love that. I think she really like sells it home in that part, and then in the second part of that chorus, you don't get it, and I feel like it's like that like almost like you're missing it and you like want it, and obviously it doesn't happen in that second part, so it kind of leaves you wanting more in the second verse, and then you kind of continue on, and then it picks back up in the second chorus. But I really enjoyed that a lot. Their guitar phrasing was really nice. It's kind of got a little bit of, I believe, delay and maybe like a little bit of like tremolo. It's kind of got a cool little bit of panning going on that I thought was really nice. Um, and you could really tell a lot of the emotion in this song. I think this to me, I feel like you could like I saw some people in chat saying that they like cried listening to this song for the first time, and I can imagine that like if I had been listening to Blackpink for a long time and like was really ready for like Rosé's like solo material, I feel like at the right day this song could definitely hit. You know, I feel for sure. Um, but yeah, overall, I thought this one was a very like emotional song, and I really enjoyed it a lot. I think it'd be hard for me to decipher between the two at least solo songs she has out now, between which one I like more than the other. I think they have both different types of emotional feeling. Um, one obviously a little bit more positive, and this one a little bit more on that like darker, more moodier side. But I think they were both great and then very complementary to each other. So, yeah, I
Which one's
really
your
enjoyed
favorite?
it. I don't have a favorite, Therese. They're both great.
Pick a favorite.
Okay, well, I'll pick. This one's my favorite.
Oh,
So we heard this song for the first time on the show, the live concert,
oh, okay.
That's right.
the live streamed concert. Um, that was our first time hearing it. I think that was in January, and it didn't release for a couple months after that.
Ooh,
So it was like a very like I remember people also similarly being like, please God, tell me this song is actually coming out. We need a release of this, because she performed an acoustic version of it,
oh, okay.
which is obviously not much different from what we're hearing here with like stripped back instrumentals. But we didn't know if that was like the acoustic version of what would be a different sounding studio
Mm,
track. You know what I
okay.
mean? No one, I think, was really sure what the studio version was going to sound like or anything. Um, yeah, Brett, as Wright pointed out, it was like a very short version of it as well. Um, but what I wanted to talk about is obviously the song is another song written by Rosé.
Hmm.
Way less writers on this. It is Rosé, Brian Lee, Jay Lauren, and Teddy at the end, and it's produced by 24 and Brian Lee, regulars at this point. Something I wanted to note or read is a quote that she said about the song when it was released. She said, "This song is the most poetic, heartbreaking, and honest song that I've ever recorded, and I'm proud that it's finally in your hands. I remember recording this and feeling all sorts of butterflies in my stomach because I couldn't wait for you guys to hear it. I hope you all feel the emotions that are so vulnerably captured in this song."
Mm,
I think that is a really good summary, exactly how people felt with the song, because it is a very raw, emotional song. I think it's conveyed super well. I think the vocals lend to that. I think the stripped back instrumental lends to that. I think it does a really good job of doing clearly exactly what her intentions were. So that is why I think this song hits so hard for me. The other thing I did want to briefly touch on is I know obviously she's a fantastic singer. She showcased some of her vocals, especially like her lower register, like you mentioned here. Something that I didn't realize until I was actually watching the Baby Monster debut reality show was how difficult that vocal run in the chorus is.
Oh,
That
yeah,
like
yeah.
ascending and descending. Yeah. Until I watched the girls in Baby Monster try to cover it.
Oh no.
And look, that was probably one of the hardest things any of them had to do on that entire competition.
Oh.
It is absolutely super difficult to nail that vocal rundown and to get all like the pitch correctly with every vocal
Oh, yeah.
you're doing through that run. So to have heard her do it live and so well and like effortlessly, I think is a testament to how strong of a vocalist she is, even if it might not seem like the powerhouse belt like everybody might associate with your powerful vocalist. I think things like that, like being aware of things like that, like the difficulty that's in some of those vocal runs is really opens your eyes to like the talent that she has. So
Agreed. Yeah.
Especially if you imagine her just like with her guitar, like, I don't know, what if I did something like this?
Yeah, I could just
So you're like,
imagine her
oh.
just shooting it out first. They're like, this is great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's go.
yeah, it's casual and ezy for Rosé.
This is
Curious.
definitely a pretty casual song. No, I wouldn't say that at all. It's definitely a song that would make me cry if I liked crying to songs, and I don't.
Damn.
I refuse to cry.
You're feeling closed off, Therese.
Yes. Close it off. No waterworks today.
Oh, damn.
I love this song. I think it's really beautiful. I think the only reason it's not my favorite out of the two is because it would make me cry, and I don't like crying. So I listen to it when I want to hear some beautiful melodies, but I don't usually listen to the lyrics because it's too much. And I really like hearing what they do with her voice at certain parts of the song. Like in certain parts, she's got the self layering of the harmonizing that she's doing. Certain parts they kind of like fry her voice. There's a lot of nuances that I appreciate about the song. So I understand why it's a fan favorite for sure.
Absolutely. Love to see it. It looks like a couple of people were commenting on what Alex said. Valera says, yeah, Baby Monster are so good at vocals, but they were even having a hard time covering it. And then Amala said they lost their voice from practicing that run. LMAO. Man. Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, that run was so gorgeous. So, love to see it. All right. I think we're going to keep it moving here. It looks like the next one we have is Hard to Love from the BLACKPINK World Tour.
This is the one we skipped to get to here today. It was off of the album.
Yep, correct.
The album.
Hey, let's go. VJT said,
the
I'll
Born
save
Pink
my
album.
tears. I'll save
Not
my
the
tears
album.
for crying in the dark watching K-dramas. Nice. Is this the uncensored one, Alex? Or no? Yes, I don't know. We'll find out. Is there an uncensored?
I don't know.
All right, cool.
It's from the Tokyo Dome tour. I'm not sure if it's censored or uncensored.
Okay, well, we're just gonna get into it and find out.
Ain't no magic tool to fix it. You should keep your distance. And I'm only telling you because I care. 'Cause I'm hard to love, find it hard to trust. When it feels too good, I just fuck it up. You want all of me, I can't give that much. So don't fall too hard,
Okay. Fan lyrics, gotta love them.
It's too good, I just fuck it up. You want all of me, I can't give that much. So don't fall too hard, 'cause I'm hard to love. I'm hard to love.
That ascending melody is so nice.
Wow.
Oof. All right. That was Rosé. Hard to Love. You're hanging out with us tonight.
All right, so this is a shortened version of the song. Get
Ah.
that out of the way. It is longer on the album. I
Ooh.
recommend listening to it. I'm sure Brandon will listen to it. But I don't know. Live is good. I like her vocals live, so I felt like this is the good way to consume it.
All right.
Those are some different kind of vocals.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I feel like
Oh, go ahead, Therese. Sorry.
yeah, I'll go first. Because I know the studio version. I don't remember if it has that acapella like beginning where she's just vocalizing for the intro portion. Is that true in the studio version?
I think it is a
I-
slightly more drawn out opening than
Okay.
in the live.
I liked
than
it.
What here?
I think it made sense live, but I like it if it's in the studio version too. That's cool.
because here it
Um,
kind of just goes straight. It does like that. I don't know, that vocal thing, and then straight into the chorus. Essentially,
Yeah.
I think the studio version has more of a traditional structure.
Mm-hmm.
mhm. It was really it was a good start, and I think I'm kind of sad that they only got like a shortened version of the song in the tour because it's such a good like long song or long. It's
Yep.
such a good normal length song for Blackpink. I like it, and I really like her vocals because especially with her live vocals here where she's doing that kind of over the top vibrato, at some points it was starting to sound a little bit like Prince, which I hope people take as a compliment because
Okay.
it,
Okay.
it was very like it was a very good performance, and it was like emphasizing, I guess, the feeling of the song. But yeah, what else do I say? I like the pre-chorus, but I like it because it makes the chorus better. But I like the chorus
Agreed.
a
Yeah.
lot. It's the vocal bend that always gets me.
Agreed. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if oh, go ahead, Alex.
I don't have too much else to add on top of what you guys said. My only thing I wanted to share was a personal experience from hearing the song from the first time was listening to the album for the first time, obviously. And there's no indication when you're just listening to the album that it is a Rosé solo song. So I'm listening to it. I'm like, oh, this is cool. Like, nice, like fun kind of guitar, interesting instrumental, starting off with Rosé's vocals. I'm like, okay, more Rosé's vocals. She's sounding good, sounding good. And then she does that like ascending thing, ascending vocal run, like right into the chorus. I'm like, oh man, Rosé is really taking a lot of this song. It's like halfway through the song, I'm like, where are the other three?
That's
Like,
was it a good surprise?
yeah, it was fine. I mean, I was happy that she. So I was happy that she got a solo because I think that people had really wanted to hear what she would do as a solo artist. I think it felt odd that there was no indication that it was a solo,
Right.
or it felt odd that it was included on the album as one of the 8 tracks to make the album when it was a Rosé solo song. And I think it fits well into the discography and everything, but it's something that probably could have released with her solo debut or like released just on her own. So I think that was a little bit of an odd choice to, like, if you're going to put it on the album, I guess I wish that they had
Notated
either
it.
included all the members or had just saved it for her to release on her own.
Oh,
Because I don't know why, because it's technically a Blackpink track, but it doesn't feel like a Blackpink track.
that's fair.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, for me, I thought this. I'll definitely go give the studio one some love because this one was shorter, so I would love to listen to the actual song. Um, but I think again, very similarly to both Teresa and Alex's comments, like I think that like Rose, at least to me, is like one of those like just seeing these live clips and seeing some of the stuff from like obviously Blackpink's lives, the Coachella performances and stuff like that. Like you can just tell like she has that sort of vocal for like live performances. Like I think like some of the songs you're just like I don't want to say she's reserved because I definitely feel like she shows off her vocal range, but like this song felt like a little bit extra. Like she was putting like as Therese mentioned, like the vibrato and like putting a little bit more like just like a little extra sauce to her vocals live that I feel like you might not be able to appreciate in like a studio version of the song. And that's obviously not to discredit the original version of the song, but
I mean, this isn't too far off from the
it
original
isn't too
version.
far off. Okay.
No.
But I feel like there's just like this extra, I don't know, maybe to me just because like I'm just such a show see, like I love to go to concerts and stuff. I feel like to me it's like really impressive that she's just like obviously delivering her vocals, but it just feels like there's just this added layer of like pizzazz that I feel like she puts into her vocals live that is just like, okay, cool. Like, she's like really trying to give the 110% in a live perspective and not like shortchanging anyone. So that's what I think I appreciate, other than obviously agreeing with your comments that you guys made. So but yeah, this is great. I'm gonna give the original listen and let you all know what I think. But
I think that I would have liked if this song had released as like a second B-side or like a third song
that's
on
fair.
her single debut, because I think this song would have done a really good job of rounding out those songs.
That's
Like
fair.
between On the Ground, Gone, and then this having like more of a kind of, I don't know, funky rock
Funky like pop kind of
pop
feel.
kind
Yeah.
of vibe. I think it would have been a really well-rounded, solid 3-song like single release. So, but they did what they did.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting. All right, cool. Well, we're gonna get into the next Rose one, and I think this one's the final one for Rose. But it's her cover of Neck Deep's December live, which is cool. So
Yes.
let's go. Very familiar with this song.
And I believe that's Lauren, who we talked about before on guitar.
Okay.
Is she gonna throw pain at him again?
We'll have to wait and find out.
Watching all the cars go, wondering if I'll see Chicago or a sunset on the West Coast, or will I die in the cold, feeling blue and alone? And I wonder if you
All right, cool. That was Rosé's cover of December by Neck Deep. Very nice.
Yeah. Obviously, we don't have to talk about this one quite as much, but thought it'd be fun. I'm very, very familiar with the original December by Neck Deep.
Yeah.
A fan. I know Brandon is as well, so I
Yes.
thought this
Yeah.
was the right song to pick. I know that you guys are commenting a bunch of others she did. I know specifically from this uh, stream or video series she did, there are plenty of other good ones. So we unfortunately can only do so much tonight, but we'll definitely get to others at some point. But yeah, Brandon, any thoughts on this?
I'm curious. I think I actually have listened to this before. I'm almost positive. I don't know if the band reposted this or not,
They
but
did.
I do remember seeing this come up, and I was like, oh man, this is really good. I was like, I wonder if she's like a part of a band or something. And this was again prior to me not knowing about Rosé and being, you know, in the pop punk space and stuff, because again, that's where I'm originally from. You know, that's like the type of music that I listen to, and so K-pop wasn't even on the radar. So for me, I was like really impressed vocally. However, uh, now knowing that Rosé is a part of Blackpink, which is again a massive group, um, I feel very stupid for making that comment. And again, I understand
You can recognize it
I understand my stupidity,
and
right?
laugh.
And laugh. Yeah, exactly. But I thought this song was great. Obviously, I love the original. It would have been really interesting. I know Neck Deep has toured Korea. I don't know if they'd ever had thought about like. I think that would be really insane if they were to do this song and have her like vocal feature, but
Oh, that'd be
like
crazy.
on live,
That would
like
be really
at a
cool.
show. I feel like that'd be pretty tad. Yeah, I feel like that'd be pretty sick. But I imagine obviously Rosé is obviously much busier than I feel like Neck Deep is. So
I was gonna say you're gonna have Rosé on stage singing at a like a
like
500 cap
I was gonna
venue.
say, yeah. So
Honestly, I feel like that'd be her vibe.
I feel like that'd be her
That'd
vibe,
be
kind
cool.
of.
I
Yeah.
I feel like if she could perform at like cafes, coffee shops,
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
that would definitely be her vibe.
But no, I appreciate this cover. If y'all haven't checked out the original, would highly recommend it. Um, they have done 3 different versions now at this point, so you check them
Yeah,
all
great
out.
band. If you're
Great
not
band,
familiar with the original, Neck Deep is super super uh great
pop punk
pop
band.
punk band from they've been around for a while. And
Yeah,
yeah, I remember them getting a lot of traction from this.
sure. Yeah.
A lot of people like going to support them, and I remember them making, I think, like a video. I think their singer made a video like thanking Rosé and like complimenting the
Oh,
cover
sick.
and how like overwhelmed he was by
Wow, that's awesome.
the like fans support and all that kind of stuff. And I don't know if they have ever talked or talked about a collab or working with each other, but I thought that was a nice interaction. So
Yeah. Therese, have
I
you
love
heard this song
seeing
before or no?
maybe it
Okay.
doesn't sound familiar. Maybe it's just like the style of Rosé singing. I don't recognize the song as well.
Sure.
But
Sure.
I think she did amazing. I think she obviously sings a lot on her own time, like maybe doing dishes or like
In the shower.
in the shower, in her car. I feel like it was so casual that it made me feel like I could have been in her kitchen and we could have just been hanging out. And she's like, "Why don't I just sing this little song real quick?"
Let me just
that's
get
why
my guitar. And she's just
that's
like,
what I think people loved about this about these videos so much, is like they
Yeah,
felt very like hanging out in your friend's basement and somebody has a
yeah,
yeah,
guitar. Like it
yeah.
was
I
just kind of
really
just
like it.
her reading lyrics off of her phone and just kind
hmm
of like rolling around in a chair or drinking coffee and singing, and Lauren just
She had like the
jamming.
the earphones wrapped around the chair arm, and I
yeah.
was like, "What in the world, girl?" Like I was kind of in my poor broke person head. I was like, oh, the earphones are broken, so you gotta like bend them the right way to get it to work so that you can hear it. And then I was like, no wait, this is Rosé. She could buy a new headphone.
Should probably buy like
Um,
20,000 new headphones.
My honorary runner-up for my pick for this song was gonna be The Only Exception by Paramore. She did a cover of
Oh,
that.
oh,
From
Classic.
this same series that is available to watch, maybe on our own time or maybe in another video. But that was a close runner-up. Another great song that I think she did an amazing job with. But yeah, December felt like the right pick here.
I'm sorry, I just have to point out Brett's comment. She still uses wired AirPods. That's just earbuds,
that's
right? I mean, I don't own an iPhone, so I don't
I
know.
also don't own an iPhone either, but that sounds like headphones. Why?
Wow, guys, we're old.
Oh, stop. We have to make that joke at least one time for
You
per
guys
stream.
heard the song On the Ground. She's
Yeah.
Oh,
staying,
she like
staying
she
humble.
uses LAN connection.
Yeah, she's using a grounded connection.
Yeah, a hard line. We love it. Oh my god, how many
I mean,
jokes can we make about
there
it?
is like a reason to use wired headphones other than like Bluetooth, because especially when you're doing a lot of mixing or you're working with DAWs, it can have like a delay if you have Bluetooth.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
yeah.
I mean, I'm literally wearing wired headphones, so
Yeah, same.
Uh,
I get it.
It's a lot easier.
My experience using wired headphones is sometimes it's way easier to use wired headphones because you can plug them into your audio interface and it will not take up the USB slot that your wireless headphones will take up, which if you're producing music, the
Yeah.
shortage of USB drives is a huge problem.
Yeah, that's fair.
So yeah,
Can't use
wired
AirPods efficiently
headphones
this way.
are like the standard for producing.
That's fair.
Not only for that reason, but that is a big reason for sure.
Yeah, I honestly same. If I had AirPods, I would lose them immediately. If they had like the little like concert earplugs where they have like a little rope that you can keep around your neck.
Yeah.
I wish they had those for AirPods or like Galaxy Buds is what I'd probably use.
Oh my god, great. Well, Samsung, if you want to sponsor us, that'd be great. We might as well put it out there.
Please
I'm
do.
just
I
kidding.
love your phone. I will talk up your phone all day.
Yeah, let's go.
We'll show all of our concert vids that we took with them
With the
and
Samsung Galaxy S24. No, I'm kidding.
yeah.